The Money Man. A title whispered in hushed tones, a name that carried weight and mystery. He was a figure shrouded in an enigma of wealth and sophistication, a man whose presence commanded attention and respect. His tailored suits were works of art, each stitch a testament to his impeccable taste and attention to detail. His penthouse overlooked the city like a hawk's nest, a vantage point from which he could survey his domain. He had it all, yet he craved something more. The thrill of the unprecedented, the rush of the unknown.
And sips brandy. The city lights twinkling below, a sea of possibilities and untold stories. I am not content with mere wealth. Wealth is but a means to an end, not the end itself. I yearn for a different kind of fulfillment, a legacy that transcends material riches.
The Money Man desired to etch his name in the annals of history, to be remembered not just for his wealth, but for his audacity. His goal? To commit a crime so unique, so daring, that it would be spoken of for centuries to come. He envisioned a heist that would defy the norms, challenge the status quo, and leave an indelible mark on history. Every detail meticulously planned, every move calculated with precision. He gathered a team of experts, each a master in their field, united by a common goal. Together, they would execute a plan that would go down in history as the most audacious heist ever attempted. The Money Man was ready to risk it all, for the thrill of the unprecedented, for a legacy that would endure. His first endeavor was a daring art heist. It was not just any heist, but one that required meticulous planning and an eye for detail. The stakes were high, and the risks even higher. He planned to replace a museum's prized sculpture with a replica. The replica was crafted to perfection, indistinguishable from the original. Every curve, every detail was replicated with precision. It was a plan executed with precision, his team moving like shadows. They had rehearsed every step, every movement, ensuring that nothing was left to chance. The museum's security was tight, but they were tighter.
A wry smile. I've seen this before. The thrill of the heist was intoxicating, but there was a nagging feeling of déjà vu.
But as he made off with the real sculpture, disappointment settled in. The weight of the sculpture in his hands felt heavy, not with value, but with the burden of unoriginality, as he later learned of a nearly identical heist a decade prior. The headlines screamed of a past glory that was not his own. The realization hit him hard. His shoulders slumped. The thrill was fleeting. He had failed to achieve his goal. The sense of accomplishment he sought was replaced by a hollow feeling of redundancy. The Money Man was left with a renewed sense of determination. He would not be deterred. This setback was merely a stepping stone, a lesson learned. He would find his unprecedented crime, one that would be remembered for its originality and audacity. The quest for the perfect heist was far from over. The Money Man was just getting started. The Money Man delved into history. He devoured books on famous heists and legendary criminals. He studied the patterns, the methods, the telltale signs of crimes past. Each page turned was another confirmation. Everything had been done.
Paces, library frustrated. Am I doomed to be a mere echo of criminals past? Is true originality dead?
The Money Man slammed his fist on his mahogany desk.
No, I will not accept defeat. I will find a way.
He devised a plan to manipulate the stock market, to orchestrate a financial crash that would benefit only him. It was complex, intricate, a symphony of numbers and algorithms.
Staring at monitors, just about to set it in motion.
But just as he was about to set it in motion, he discovered a flaw. Someone had already played this game and lost. The method he had devised had been used before, its weaknesses exposed. Despair threatened to consume him.
Despondent. Am I chasing a phantom? Is the perfect crime merely an illusion? Section 5, the Library of Lawlessness. Determined to defy the odds, I constructed a new library. This one wasn't filled with history books, but with legal codes, law books, and statute compilations. I immersed myself in the intricacies of the law. Every loophole, every obscure clause, every legal tightrope walk became an opportunity.
He spent weeks combing through the texts, his mind racing. He was like a sculptor chipping away at stone, searching for the masterpiece within. He believed that somewhere, hidden within the labyrinth of laws, was the key to his unprecedented crime.
Section 6. a spark of originality. Days turned into weeks. Weeks bled into months. Then, one evening, a glint of inspiration sparked in my eyes. I had stumbled upon something unique, a legal quirk so obscure, so bizarre, that no one had ever dared to exploit it. A mischievous smile played on my lips. This was it, a way to commit a crime so audacious, so utterly unprecedented that it would cement my legacy forever. My mind became a whirlwind of possibilities. The plan began to form.
Section 7. The plan unfolds. He gathered his team, a group of specialists as skilled as they were discreet. He laid out his plan, his words laced with excitement. There were gasps of astonishment, murmurs of disbelief. Even we, accustomed to his audacity, were taken aback.
The plan was intricate, a delicate dance of timing and legal maneuvering. It involved manipulating a series of international trade agreements, exploiting a loophole in maritime law, and ultimately making off with something far more valuable than any jewel or painting. Section 8. A symphony of deception. The operation was set in motion. For months they worked silently, meticulously. Every detail had been accounted for, every contingency planned. The world was their stage and they were masters of deception. Governments were unknowingly manipulated. Corporations were unknowingly played against each other. The global economy danced to the money man's tune, and through it all, he remained calm, collected, the conductor of this grand symphony of deception. Section 9. The unthinkable achieved. The day arrived. Tension hung thick in the air. The money man watched, heart pounding as the final pieces of his plan fell into place. And then, it was done. The unthinkable had been achieved. He had done it.
The world watched in astonishment as news of the crime broke. Governments were in disarray. Experts were baffled. No one had ever seen anything like it.
And in the aftermath of the chaos, one name was whispered in awe. The money man. He had pulled off the impossible. Section 10. A toast to originality. He gathered his team, a triumphant grin on his face. They had done it. They had etched their names in history.
To originality, he declared, his voice echoing through the penthouse.
The room erupted in cheers. They had achieved what many thought impossible. The money man leaned back, savoring the moment. He had found his thrill, his purpose. He had proven that true originality, though elusive, was not dead. Section 11. The legend of the money man. The money man's legend grew with each passing day. His name became synonymous with mystery and intrigue, a figure who seemed to exist both everywhere and nowhere at once. People from all walks of life, from the bustling streets to the highest echelons of power, spoke of him in hushed tones. His crime became the stuff of legends, a cautionary tale whispered in boardrooms and government offices. Executives would pause their meetings to speculate about his next move, while government officials would debate the implications of his actions on national security. And yet, the details of his crime remained a mystery, a puzzle that no one could solve. Detectives and investigators pored over evidence, trying to piece together the enigma that was the money man. Every clue seemed to lead to another dead end. Every theory was met with more questions than answers. Some whispered that he had stolen something intangible, something that couldn't be locked away in a vault or hidden in a safe. They believed he had taken something far more valuable than any physical object, something that could change the very fabric of society. Others speculated that he had manipulated the fabric of reality itself. They imagined he had found a way to bend the rules of the world, to alter perceptions and create illusions so convincing that they became indistinguishable from reality. Theories abounded, each more fantastical than the last. Some said he had discovered a way to control time, to move through it as easily as one walks through a door. Others believed he had unlocked the secrets of the human mind, able to influence thoughts and emotions with a mere glance. But the truth, known only to the money man and his team, remained locked away, a closely guarded secret that no one could penetrate. They operated in the shadows, their actions hidden from prying eyes, their motives known only to themselves. Their ingenuity was a testament to their brilliance, a reminder that even in a world saturated with information, there were still mysteries that could not be unraveled. They were the architects of their own legend, creators of a story that would be told for generations to come. In a world where everything seemed to have been done before, The money man and his team proved that true originality could still prevail. They were a beacon of creativity and innovation, a symbol of what could be achieved when one dared to think outside the box.